If there is one person anyone can trust apart from their own parents, then it has to be a good friend. Friendship is a relationship which solely stands on trust and faith. But what if the same trust becomes a death trap? In this episode, we will tell you how a trusted friend prompts a close friend to kill herself. Take a look.
This couple you see on your screens is Tamanna and Ningamma, who hail from Padwarahalli village in Mysore. Their world has come crashing down. They have lost their only daughter. Look at how this mother can't stop her tears. No parent can see their daughter dead. Same was the case with Tamanna and Ningamma too.
ಅವರು ಗಂಡನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಏನೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಾಲಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಈ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಆ ಥರ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಅಪಾಯಿತವಾಯಿತು. ಈ ಥರ ತೊಂದರೆಯಾಗಿದೆ, ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈ ತೊಂದರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈ ಥರ ತುಂಬ ಇದಾಯಿತು. ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿ ಅಂತ ಇರೋಳೆ, ನನಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಗಳು ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಅವಳು ಇಲ್ಲದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಭಾರಿ ದುಃಖ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಈ ಸಾಲ ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಈಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ಥರ ಅವಳು ಪ್ರಾಣ ಅಪಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆದಳು.
The aged parents are devastated because they wished for a bright future for their daughter. But now they are furious. They are left cursing destiny for having claimed their daughter's life so early. But what is more heartbreaking is that their daughter ended up claiming her own life. She was found hanging from the ceiling at her residence. Now you must be wondering what made her take such an extreme step. You will be shocked to know that it was her best friend who made her commit suicide. But how and why? What did this best friend do? We will tell you. These are the two women around whom today's story is woven. Meet Netravati Siddegowda and Netravati Pratap. They were both close friends, so close that destiny had bestowed the same name upon them. The relationship they shared was envied by one and all in the neighborhood. People liked their relationship, but soon things changed between them. The duo who could give their lives for each other were now quarreling like beasts. The dynamics between the two friends had started changing. But why? Well, all we can say is, it's all in the money. Sadly, the row ended only after one of the friends lost her life. The irony is that the friend passed away just a week after Friendship Day. Money has ruined many relationships, and yet again, a beautiful, much envied friendship was killed, quite literally. This is Netravati Pratap, the villain in our story today. She is the one who is responsible for Netravati Siddegowda's death. She is the one who exploited friendship. Netravati Pratap was a money-minded person who had made friends with Netravati Siddegowda only for money. Netravati Siddegowda was a gem of a person. She would do anything for her friends. She was an apt example for the saying, "A friend in need is a friend indeed. The entire village knew that if you were Netravati Siddegowda's friend, there was nothing you had to worry about. It was the sweetness and genuineness of Netravati Siddegowda that Netravati Pratap exploited. She made use of her kindness and took around 15 lakh rupees from her friend Netravati Siddegowda. But when it was time to return the money, there was a lot of drama that unfolded. Netravati Siddegowda's parents were gardeners by profession. Netravati was their only daughter and she was also their only asset. Though they strived hard to make ends meet as Netravati grew up, they left no stone unturned to pamper her. Around 9 years ago, Netravati tied the knot with Siddegowda. Like the custom demands, it's natural for a bride to leave her house and start living with her husband and his family. It's also common for parents to shed tears when the daughter leaves their house after marriage. But Netravati's case was tweaked a little. Her parents were very attached to her and could not bear the separation. Hence, they convinced their son-in-law Siddegowda to stay with them. But he was quite hesitant to start his married life at his in-laws' place and was in two minds. It took a lot of persuasion for Siddegowda to make the decision. He wanted to keep his wife Netravati happy. Hence he decided to give in to his in-laws' wishes. And he did so only after his parents gave him the green signal. Within a few years, the couple Netravati and Siddegowda was blessed with a baby boy. They named him Utkarsh. Netravati was on cloud nine as her life seemed perfect. She had a loving husband, caring parents, and a darling son. But little did she know what was coming her way.
ನನಗೆ ಇರೋಳೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಗಳು ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕದ್ರಿಂದ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಸಾಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದೆ. ಅವಳು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಏನು ಬಯಸ್ನೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಟ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಾನು ನಗನಗ್ತಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದೆ. ಆದರೆ 9 ಬೆಂಗೆ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಳೋದು 9 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಸಿದ್ದೇಗೌಡರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ಅವರು ಕಾಶಿ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಯಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಪು ಆಯಿತು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಗ್ನಾಗ್ತಾ ಮನೇಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಗ್ನಾಗ್ತಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೋ, ಏನೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ದಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲದಂತಾನೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ.
Like we mentioned earlier, the two Netravatis were the best of friends. They were not childhood friends, but no one could tell. They were so attached that even their families started spending time with each other.
9 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಮದುವೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನನಗೊಂದು ಗಂಡು ಮಗು ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು 9 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಗಂಡ ಹೆಂಡ್ತಿರಾಗಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕ್ಕ ಭಾವ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೂಡ ಕಂಡು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ದೋ. ನಾನು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಸಂಜೆ 7:30 8 ಗಂಟೆ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿಗೆ ಬರೋದು ಡೈಲಿ. ನಾನು ಡೈಲಿ 1 ಅವರ್ ಮನೇಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವರಾದ ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿ ಪ್ರತಾಪ್ ಅನ್ನೋರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಡತಿಯವರಾದ ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿಯವರು ಒಂದು 6-7 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಒಂದು 5-6 ಜನದರ ಹತ್ರ ಈಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ.
As both of them were from Padwarahalli, they spent time together frequently. They were both regular visitors at each other's houses and celebrated festivals together. They were not seen as friends, they were looked upon as soul sisters. Netravati had turned Netravati Siddegowda, but her friend Netravati was yet to turn Netravati Pratap. Marriage was on the cards for her in just a few months. Soon she married Pratap and settled down in the same locality as Netravati Siddegowda. However, Netravati Pratap was not as lucky as her friend. She was not very stable financially. She didn't have the money to make ends meet. Her husband was not very well off either. Hence, she decided to approach Netravati Siddegowda for help. Netravati Siddegowda was not rich either. but she was a helpful friend. As a close friend, Netravati Siddegowda felt that it was a duty to help her friend. She promised that she would try her best to do Netravati Pratap the financial favor. Netravati Pratap now breathed a sigh of relief, for she knew that when Netravati Siddegowda makes a promise, she will keep it up. As expected, Netravati Siddegowda went all out. She sold some of her jewelry and gave the money to her friend Netravati Pratap. But this had an undesirable side effect. Netravati Pratap now realized that she could approach a friend whenever she wanted money.
ಸತ್ತೋಗಿರೋ ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿನೂ ಆ ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿನೂ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಿದ್ದು, ಜೊತೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲೂ. ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರು ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಈಸಿ ಸತ್ತೋಗಿರೋ ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿ ಆ ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಅವಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲಂತೆ. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಈಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಈಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಡ ಕಣೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಂಟಿ ಅವಳು ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನನ್ನ ನಂಬಿ ಕೊಡಿ ಆಂಟಿ ಅಂತ ಇವಳಂದ್ಲು. ಸರಿ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮಗೇನಪ್ಪ ನೀನಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತಾನೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರೋದು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವಳು ತೊಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಒಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಅವಳಿಗೇನೆ ಆಂಟಿ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಲು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವ ಅಂದೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಾಗ 7 ಲಕ್ಷದಿಂದ ಒಂದು 15 ಲಕ್ಷದವರೆಗೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಆಂಟಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಲು.
Everything was fine between the two friends until the financial issues sprung up. Did Netravati pay back the money she owed her friend? And did she keep up the trust reposed in her by her close friend? Why did Netravati Siddegowda commit suicide?